What is going on, guys? Welcome back to C10804. Walking out of the new HQ, as I'm sure you guys know if you follow the channel at all. Moved, probably about 8 months ago now. So yeah, this is the new spot. We got my own little driveway. It's wonderful. My own little driveway, a little side yard going on. Yeah, got a fire pit that I made back here. But anyways, all that's beside the point. So, as you can see, the Lincoln is still here. Of course, the truck's still here. The truck's not going anywhere. The truck is here to stay. It is the workhorse of the fleet. I say fleet as if I've got like a whole mess of vehicles going out. But anyways, so I'm going to inform you guys of where we're at with the Lincoln, and then I'm going to tell you guys about the recent repair and what I broke. I mean, I guess technically I broke it, but you know, the truck had to have work done because, yeah, it's just the Ford F-150 is not tough enough for me, clearly. So, on with the video. All right, so I don't know how much. Okay, so basically, here is the story, right? This window, the car is actually parked just over there, and then I weeded this little, like, cut the grass right there. Then I shot one of my nice pretty rocks into this window. Then what I had to end up doing is getting the window replaced, hence why there's no window tint on it. Okay, you guys know anything about C10804, you know we have to have window tint. So with that being said, I was like, okay, it's got a cracked window. Let me go ahead. I think I told you guys in the last video. Let me go ahead and try to see what I can sell it for. Because to be honest with y'all, I'm trying to buy a house in a couple years, and I'm 21. There's really no sense in having two cars. And along with saving money is always a good thing, at least if you're frugal and financially literate like myself. Anyways, so I get the window replaced. Well, there's a little plastic piece on the inside of the door. I'll try to insert the picture of the piece they broke. But the guy, like, I was at work, obviously, you know, because I still work for a living, unfortunately. And I'm at work, the guy calls me, hey, what's going on? I'm so-and-so from the auto glass company, here to do your car. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, here's the key code to get in. Key should be in it. Do what you gotta do. Whatever. Get home. We had ended up, keep in mind I do lawn care and landscaping, hence why I got this nice and dirty sweatshirt on, because this is the work sweatshirt. But you know, I get home, and ironically enough, my cousin, he works with me, and we decide we're gonna go out to eat. So we take the Lincoln, get to where we're going, and literally he goes to, I don't think I have the key, but it's unlocked. So he goes to like shut the door, and instead of it doing that, it just bounces off like the frame. I'm like, oh my gosh, man. So I had to go and I called the guy, right? And I'm like, hey man, the door latch or something is like jacked up and the door won't shut correctly. He's like, well, it was shut when I left. I'm like, okay, I don't care if it was shut when you left. It's worked for like 3 years and you replaced my window and now it doesn't work. So what are we gonna do about this? Basically, the guy just hangs up on me. So I'm like, anyways, we figured out how to shut it. So we went in, ate dinner, all that good stuff. But as I was saying, they ended up breaking a little clip inside. It was like a $2 part, or no, it was I think a $20 part, right? Not a big deal. For the most part, they handled everything pretty well. I mean, I can't complain. I think the guy originally who I talked to, who just hung up on me, I think that was definitely not the correct way to handle a issue that you caused or possibly caused. We're all convinced he caused it, but so the one guy who I was dealing with the second go around, he was great. Goes on, fixes it, replaces everything. As far as I can tell, everything's good. That's done, right? So now the window's replaced. Therefore, the offer I got to sell the car, now they're honor that offer because that was one of the contingencies upon sale. I don't know if that's the proper term or not. But basically, I had to get the window fixed if I wanted to sell the car. Okay, so I got the window fixed. And now I can't commit to selling the car because I've had it since I was 18, and I really do love the car. But it's coming. It's coming, guys. Also, shout out to my cousin for the nice little beanie he got me for Christmas. And Merry Christmas to all of y'all who celebrate it and whatever else you celebrate. Hope you had a good holiday. If you don't celebrate anything, then hope you had a good regular day then. I don't know. But on to the old work truck here, right? 2018 F-150, 2.7 EcoBoost, twin turb skis, pumping out about 300 horsepower. I drive it like a madman, as I do pretty much all my vehicles. But on to what I broke, okay? Now, I haven't even looked underneath the truck, but I was driving to dinner the other night. My mom and dad, they were following me to dinner. And he noticed that underneath my truck, that the rear differential was leaking, right? Or he thought it was leaking. As you can see, the left side of the rear diff is kind of like oily, right? So of course I take it to Ford and they try to BS me, saying, well, you know, it might not be covered under your base powertrain warranty because I got bumper to bumper for like 1,000,000 miles, which that's obvious. That's hyperbole, but point of it is it's covered under warranty. But they're like, well, if you're off-roading and blah 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 blah. I'm like, look, just tell me if it's covered. If it's not, then we'll figure it out from there. But I'm pretty sure we'll be good. So they ended up just replacing the rear seal. And yeah, life goes on. So that is all that's going on. I also may or may not have slightly rear-ended someone. So the story behind that, no, this is not from that. That was a pole. Just don't worry about that, okay? Just you didn't see that. I don't even know where, like, they didn't even leave a scratch on my truck. But basically, I was in Starbucks drive-thru. My dog decided to try to jump out the window, try to catch her, and then I rolled into a little Honda, right? So, yeah, that was fun. But other than that, that's the update on the old cars here. Yes, I painted that. I'll give you lessons if you ask for it. Go ahead and hook the truck up to the trailer here. And, yeah, I mean, we're going to pick up a couple motorcycles from a buddy later. Guys, this is not my dog, but I would gladly take her. What are you doing? She's a sweet dog. She's also really, really energetic because she's still a puppy, but it's fine. Say hi. Say hi. Think about it, and maybe I should do a quick little how to hook up a trailer tutorial, right? All right, so you got the tongue latch, you got your chains, and then you got your good old plug, okay? And then your jack. Your jack's pretty important because if you don't take that, then you're not gonna get very far. Anyways, long story short, you back up to it, you flip this up, right? You take this down, so hold please. Okay, so now that this is on here like that, took the jack all the way up. You just flip this down, and then you plug it in. Okay, so hold please again. Boom, plugged in. And lastly, chains. Now, tip with the chains, make sure that they are crossed because essentially the point of the chains is if this fails. Oh, and also don't forget to put something here. Okay, I use a lock. Some people say that's not good. I don't really care because it is always locked either on or off of my truck. So, it keeps people from stealing my trailer. Point of it is, chains, make sure that they're crossed. That way, if this fails, the tongue latch, if it fails and the trailer comes off, your chains are designed more or less to kind of like catch the tongue of the trailer. So, that's all I'm gonna say on that. But yeah, boom. And hook up the chains. Just as I said, make sure they're crossed, and then anything you have blocking your wheels, I mean, yes, you could technically drive over them, but for good practice, you would just want to come over here and generally kick them out of the way. That way your fingers don't get smushed, but just remove it, you know? So, all right, well, I would say that's about all I've got for you today. I'm trying to keep the videos a little bit shorter because it seems like you guys prefer it. You'd rather not watch 10 minutes straight of me just talking. So, I'm gonna roll on. Yes, they did pass a new law in Virginia that says hands-free device. And as far as you guys know, this is a hands-free device. So, have a good rest of your day. Just keep on going, all right? Happy New Year, hopefully. And I will see y'all next video.